Well, our research team is standing by with CNBC-TV18's list of top 10 stocks. So without wasting any time, let's go straight to that. Anuj, what are you looking at today?
Well, Sonia, today is the kind of a day when after the gap down, if the market recovers, you focus on the relative strength stocks. So I think a couple of stocks where you saw some good bounce. Tata Chemicals is one and Ashok Leyland is the other. Basically stocks in a bull market of their own. The point here is if the market recovers, then normally these are the kind of stocks that you focus on. So that's why I'll keep an eye on both these names. But the big story of the big corporate story actually was this what many are calling perhaps a hostile takeover of NDTV by Adani Group. Mangalam has all the details. Mangalam?
Well, that's correct. So the Adani Group has Adani Group's media arm has bought about 29.18% stake in NDTV. How has that happened? AMG Media has acquired Vishwa Pradhan Commercial, which is VCPL, for an enterprise value of around 114 odd crores, which is a wholly owned subsidiary of Adani Enterprises, AMG that is. VCPL in turn has acquired 99.95% stake of NDTV's promoter company RRPR via conversion of warrants, which they held earlier itself. NDTV on its part is saying that exercise of rights by VCPL has been done without a consent of founders. The open offer that the Adani Group has made as a result of this is for 26% stake at a 20% discount to the current market price at 294 odd rupees. And remember, this deal was in the works. At least the street was sussing this out because the stock has rallied almost 5 times in the last 1 year. So to that extent, one sees some red on Adani in today's trading session.
Okay, thanks a lot for that. What this does to the other news media shares and overall dynamics of the industry is the bigger question, right? But as Mangalam pointed out, I mean, this year, the NDTV stock, if you can just pull up from the start of the year, is up 219%, perhaps in anticipation of what has come through.
Prashant and me had discussed this many times. It had come up on our chatter in closing bell. So many times we saw the stock circuit up and, something was
brewing. We're wondering why.
Something was brewing, obviously. So,
and now you know, right? Okay. Well, lots to talk about on this issue. It's going to be an ongoing topic. But for now, let's move on. Crude is rising higher as well. It's almost hit $100 a barrel yet again. Sonal is here to tell us more about that. Sonal.
Good morning, Sonia. Well, yes, crude is back above that $100 per barrel mark. That is something that happened overnight. And that is because oil rose, because Saudi Arabia hinted at a possible output cut. And in such a scenario, that would definitely mean that crude will see some legs to this rally as well. This is about crude oil prices, which surged around 4% overnight. Even gas prices, they have been surging. We saw European prices rising by 13% overnight. They're already at a record high level. And this in addition to the fact that Nord Stream will go under maintenance again from 31st August. There was a damage to a key pipeline into Europe as well. So all these factors are leading to a spike in gas prices. Remember, even spot LNG prices at record high levels across that $55 per MMBTU mark, currently at around that $57 mark. So it bodes well for stocks like Oil India, ONGC. However, oil realizations are capped for these companies, but these stocks will be in focus today.
Okay, thanks a lot for that. Well, let's go across to Ekta now. She's tracking some stocks that are in the news. Ekta, over to you.
Thanks for that. Well, I'll start with Glenmark because the US FDA has classified their Monroe facility in the US as official action indicated. That means that it does have regulatory concerns there. But remember that the street probably factored this in because when this plant was inspected all the way back from April 4th to May 19, 2022, the US FDA eventually submitted or issued 17 observations at that point in time to this particular facility. The company had already undertaken a big recall in the previous year, August 2021, and since then was not commercializing any products from there. So yes, sentiment negative because the large part of the bad news is probably factored in. Nava is in focus because of the cessation of a conversion agreement with Tata Steel Mining Limited. So that stock could be in the red. And Arvind Smart Spaces could probably see some green today because they've signed an agreement with HDFC Capital Affordable Real Estate Fund. This is for the creation of residential development platform with a revenue potential of around 5,000 crores.
Okay, thanks a lot for that. Sonal also has some more stocks in news. Sonal?
Well, I have Chennai Petroleum on my radar as well. An important update coming in there for their long pending project. Now, board has approved a JV with IOC and a seed equity fund, which will be investing in their project. The JV is formed to implement their 9 metric tons per annum refinery project at Kaveri Basin at around 31,580 crore rupees. The seed investors include the likes of Axis Bank, HDFC Life, ICICI Pru, SBI Life. So it's a big chunk of investors that are coming together to invest in this JV. The board has also approved equity investment of up to 2,570 crore rupees in this particular project. It had been pending for a long time, so some equity investments is a positive news. SpiceJet will be in focus again because one, there are reports which are suggesting that the company is looking to raise 2,000 crore rupees through various means, which would also include a stake sale. However, we have not independently verified that, and the board meeting is on 31st August to actually consider their Q4 earnings. Now, the results were delayed because of a ransomware attack by the company. Confidence Petroleum, they have a board meeting on 27th August to consider fundraising. All these stocks in focus today.
Okay, Sonal, thanks a lot for that. Here's a quick recap then of our top stocks with positive news flow today. There's ONGC, Oil India, HOEC, Chennai Petro, Arvind Smart Spaces, Confidence Petroleum and SpiceJet. While stocks with negative news flow, there's NDTV, Glenmark Pharma and Nava. Let's take a quick break. On the other side, we have